Hello, my name is Gabriela Gonzalez Torres. I'm a chemical engineering subgraduate student at University of Puerto Rico, Mayaguez Campus, and I created the following presentation as part of my technical writing course. So today's presentation is going to be titled Pharmaceutical Industry's Impact in Puerto Rico. We're going to start by giving a glance at the agenda or table of contents for this presentation. First, we're going to go through the definition of a pharmaceutical industry. After that, we will see what pharmaceutical companies exist in Puerto Rico. Then we will find out what products these companies produced. We will follow that up with the economical contributions, and we will finish up with other positive remarks of the pharmaceutical industry. I have to mention that the original sketch of this presentation included the negative sides of pharmaceuticals in Puerto Rico, but I decided to exclude that point since all the information involving that topic was too abstract and was not specific to the downsides in Puerto Rico. It was more like in a global aspect. So let's start this presentation. Before we enter to the topic of the pharmaceuticals in Puerto Rico, we have to define what is a pharmaceutical company and a pharmaceutical industry. By definition, a pharmaceutical company or drug company is a commercial business licensed to research, develop, market, and/or distribute drugs, most commonly in the context of healthcare. They can manage generic or brand medications, and every company is subjected to multiple regulations. When we talk here about brand and generic medications, we can use as an example Tylenol. Tylenol is a brand name medicine, and the generic medicine would be acetaminophen, which is also its active ingredient. This is the part that makes the therapeutic effect in patients. Usually the generic medicines are cheaper to buy, but they have to meet the same quality standards and same active ingredient dosage as a brand name medicine. Generic medicines are usually made after the patent of a brand name medicine arrived to an end. And continuing with the definition, we see the word here regulations. We can use as an example here the FDA or the Food and Drug Administration. So following up, the term pharmaceutical industry then refers to a large sector of pharmaceutical companies. In this example, our sector will be in Puerto Rico. Having defined what are pharmaceuticals, we can continue to look at the pharmaceutical industry in Puerto Rico. In this slide, we will see 13 of the many pharmaceuticals located in our island. These are Amgen, Lilly, AbbVie, Bromark, GlaxoSmithKline, Janssen, Bristol Myers, AstraZeneca, Baxter, DuPont, Merck, Johnson & Johnson, and Pfizer. Most of them are located throughout our island. For example, Amgen is located in Juncos, Lilly El Caribe is located in Carolina, AbbVie is located in Barceloneta and Jayuya, Bromark is located in Manatí, GlaxoSmithKline is located in Sidra, AstraZeneca is located in Canóvanas, Baxter is located in Ay Bonito, Jayuya, and Guayama, DuPont is located in Manatí, Merck is located in Las Piedras, and Pfizer is located in Barceloneta and Vega Baja. Each of these companies produce medicines that contribute to the following health areas: pain, diabetes, cancer and chemotherapy-related conditions, antibiotics and antifungals, cardiovascular problems, cholesterol control, depression, birth control, osteoporosis, anesthetics, Crohn's disease, migraines, schizophrenia, antivirals relating to HIV and HCV infections, arthritis, attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, also called ADHD, and epilepsy. And it is important for us because all of these medicines created to impact these health areas are made in Puerto Rico. They're not just exported, they're actually made here in our island. For more specific examples, we can look at our next slide, which contains a list of the specific products for each company. An important thing to say is that these are only one of so many other products that each company can produce. We can start with Amgen. Amgen makes a medicine called Sensipar, which is a medicine used to treat hyperthyroidism. Lily El Caribe make Abasria, a medicine used in diabetes. AbbVie makes Advicor, a medicine for control of cholesterol. Also, a competition of this type of medicine, we can see the company Pfizer, which makes Lipitor, a medicine also used for cholesterol. Next, we have Remark, which makes Alinea, a medicine used for some HIV infections. We also have Janssen, which makes Topomax, used for epilepsy. Baxter makes Suprane, which is used in anesthesia. Johnson & Johnson makes Tylenol, a common use medicine, which is used to treat pain and inflammation. So, having in mind all of these aspects, having defined already what is a pharmaceutical industry, a pharmaceutical company, having looked at where they are located in our island, at what medicines they produce, we can actually start to look at the economical statistic or the economical contributions they make to our island. It's important to state and to have in mind these statistics I will be presenting were taken from the PIA website. PIA is actually the Pharmaceutical Association Industry. The members of PIA are Merck, AstraZeneca, AbbVie, Amgen, Lilly, Johnson & Johnson, Pfizer, Baxter, and Bristol Myers. So let's take a look at those facts. The biopharmaceutical industry contributes to 30% of Puerto Rico's gross domestic product, also called GDP. GDP is a monetary measure of the market value of all final goods and services produced in a period of time, and actually 30% is a lot. They actually contribute to 78,000 jobs, 18,000 of them being direct and 60,000 of them indirect. They contribute more than $3 billion in taxes, which is the equivalent to the 33% of state income from contributors. They provide $150 million to industry employees and 1.6 million of donations to Fondos Unidos de Puerto Rico, equivalent to 30% of their total income, benefiting those in need, which is actually a really different point of view we have from pharmaceuticals here in our island, because they not only focus on their profit, what they are making for their company, but they also have a side, they also have programs which are focused on giving back to our community and to every person that needs. This second set of statistics provided in this slide were taken from the webpage pharmaexa.com, who wrote the article titled Country Report Puerto Rico in January 2016. And as we can see, we have around 10 different companies providing their years and what were their contribution during those years. Most of them are in terms of how many dollars they invested in their programs or how many jobs they provided. So let's take a look. For example, let's choose AbbVie, which we already provided information on the previous slides. Here it says that in March 2015, they invested $30 million for the expansion of their local facilities, generating an additional 100 new jobs. Let's look now at Lilly. Lilly in October 2014, they invested $40 million on top of a $200 million investment in 2013 to strengthen its production of insulin and solid dosage products. And we can also see Romark, which we also discussed. Romark Laboratories in December 2013 announced an investment of 110 in building a facility employing 200 people over the next 3 years. And this is already important. Now, having looked at all of these economical statistics and economical contributions, we can also see what other contributions that are not actually economical all of these companies make to our island and to our community. This information was also taken from the Pharmaceutical Industry Association of Puerto Rico when we can see the logo here on our left side of the slide. So let's take a look at these facts. 75% of the employees of all of these companies have at least a bachelor's degree. And this is really important for the students community because for us it means that we do not have to look outside of our island when we are actually studying, because having spent all of those years in college and having to actually finding a job here in Puerto Rico is a really significant thing, because then we can give back and help and contribute to the economical debt that we have. So, keeping up with our presentation, all of these companies give scholarships, first job experiences, and sponsorship to student organizations. And let's make it stop here. We can actually prove this point by looking back at our past job fairs. Most of these companies, which are from Puerto Rico, like Amgen, Lily El Caribe, Romark, they're actually present in our job career weeks, and they are looking forward to take students in internships and co-ops, which is actually really important for us. Most of these companies also provide training, educational materials, and donations for students from pre-K to 12th grade, aiding in their students' journeys towards their professional career. And all of these companies protect their environment by recycling, reducing air pollution, lowering energy consumption, and waste to landfill. So this is all of the positive economical contributions that we have up to date from all of these pharmaceutical industries. So I think this is the end of our presentation. So thank you for your attention.